In this segment, we will describe the Link Device dialog box. This is an important dialog box because this is where we will scan in infrared signals from remote controls into the Sicare unit. In a later video, we will show you these steps again in more detail when we set up a Sicare unit. We begin in an open project. When you select a heading such as television, you can right-click on it to bring up this dialog box. Click the Link Device item to open the Link Device dialog box. This is the Link Device dialog box. At the top, you will see the actual menu command. This shows the command word for the infrared signal you're scanning. On the left is the infrared devices list. This shows the infrared devices you can associate with the command word you are programming. This is the infrared button signals list. This list is divided into 4 columns. The first column is number. The number column shows either a red or green symbol next to the number. If the symbol is red, that means the item has no infrared signal programmed into it. If it's green, there is a signal programmed into that item. The button column shows you the pre-programmed names for the commands associated with each device. These names are permanent and cannot be changed. The name column is the name you give a command word when you scan an infrared signal into the software. It's a good idea to name this the same name as the command word you're programming. The count column shows the number of milliseconds a signal lasts. This is changed when you scan the signal into the Sicare. Once you've saved the infrared signals, Fix appears in this column. To the right there are 12 buttons. The first button is New Infrared Device. New Infrared Device creates an infrared device file that is displayed in the infrared devices list to the far left. When you click this button, a dialog box comes up for you to enter the name of the new infrared device. The next button down is Add Infrared Device. Add Infrared Device allows you to take a previously existing infrared device stored on your computer and add it to the list at the far left. Use this for devices you have already scanned in, such as telephones or satellite dish receiver remotes. The next button is Delete Infrared Device. Delete Infrared Device removes a selected infrared device from the list at the far left. You would use this to remove an unwanted infrared device from the device list. The next button is Copy Infrared Device. Copy Infrared Device makes a duplicate of the infrared device you have selected at the list at the far left. The next button is Edit Infrared Device. Edit Infrared Device allows you to change the properties of an existing infrared device you have selected from the list at the far left. This is used if you have an infrared device you need to rescan because the infrared signal isn't strong enough or some other infrared signal error. The next button is Edit Signal. Edit Signal allows you to change the properties of the selected signal from the list in the middle. It brings up a dialog box that allows you to change the name of the signal and the duration of the signal in milliseconds. The next button is Scan Signal. Scan Signal is the button you use to scan the infrared signals into the Sicare. Your Sicare unit needs to be connected to your PC in order for this to work. When you click this button, a dialog box appears. The Scan Infrared Signal dialog box is made up of these parts. Signal name is the name you give the signal. In most cases, this should be the command word you're programming. The Scan button activates the scan eye of the Sicare unit. When you click this button, the scan eye is looking for an infrared signal to capture. Aim your infrared remote at the top of the Sicare unit and press the button you want to program into the Sicare. You can tell if you've succeeded if the Test button activates. The Test button allows you to test the infrared signal you just programmed. Click this button and aim the Sicare unit at the item you want to control. If it didn't work, you need to rescan the infrared signal. The next button is OK. OK accepts the infrared signal. Once you're done, you can click the Close button to close this dialog box. The next button is Signal from File. Signal from File allows you to bring in an infrared signal from an existing infrared device. This opens a dialog box that allows you to choose a signal from the tabs at the top. Once you've selected the infrared signal you want, click OK to close this dialog box. Test Signal is next. Test Signal opens a dialog box similar to Scan Signal, but only allows you to test the infrared signal. The Sicare unit must be connected to your PC in order to use this feature. This is useful if you want to test the infrared signal from a previously scanned-in device. Delete Signal is next. Delete Signal removes a previously scanned-in signal. You would use this for a signal you no longer need for your project. The next button is OK. OK saves the progress you have made in this dialog box and closes it. Use this button when you are finished scanning in infrared signals. The last button is Cancel. Cancel closes this dialog box without saving any progress. Join us in the next video segment where we will describe the Link Actions dialog box. Thanks for watching.